Welcome back to Transcriber from Reddit. Today's topic comes from the subreddit antiwork, posted by user last_salad_5080. It was posted 3 days ago, and it has 2 all-seeing upvotes, 1 coin gift, 1 snack vote, 1 I'll drink to that award, 1 helpful award, 1 silver award, 1 gold award, 1 helpful award, 1 take my energy award, and 1 wearing is caring award. The subject of the post is an image. The title of the post reads, "This is so true. ... The image is comprised first of 3 images on the left, followed by 3 different sections of spoken words for each image on the right. The first image on the top left shows a man and a woman. The man is dressed in a suit coat, white business shirt underneath, and is standing tall, almost like he's at attention. The woman on his right is wearing a beautiful, frilly, laced white gown, also standing like she's at attention. Both are gazing sternly towards the camera, as if to emphasize the words spoken on the right, in quotations, "We will make a better world for our children," end quotations. The second image, halfway through the post, is of another couple, another young couple in this case. Here the man is dressed in an army uniform, looking somberly towards the camera, his head leaning against his dear beloved's head. Her head adorned with a black lace cap, her gaze also looking towards the camera. Both look not as stern as the first picture, but still somber. Again, as if to emphasize that they themselves are saying these words in quotations, "We will make a better world for our children," end quotations. The last and final picture within the image on the far bottom left shows a man and a woman, both gray-haired, both looking joyfully at the camera, big white smiles. Man is wearing a collared blue shirt. The woman is wearing a generic tan shirt. Both of them looking happy and carefree. Definitely embodying these words, quote, "Fuck you, entitled brats," end quote. I wholeheartedly agree with OP here. And as of this recording, so do at least 162,000 other people. This image is dead on the money. There's a lot to be talked about in regards to earlier generations previous to ours, about the roads they took, about the courses of action they didn't take. And that's not even touching the surface of any topics of discussion regarding colonialism, racism, that sort of thing. But there is a lot true to this image. Older generations prior to the boomers all had the same notion. We will make a better world for our children. Regardless of religious ideology or cultural identity differences, the thought was still the same. We need to move ahead. We need to move forward. We need to make the world better for those who come after us. The boomer generation, they fucked everybody over. They got to the point where they were living in an unprecedented time in history for middle class to actually emerge and for them to actually try to help their children succeed. And what do the majority of them do? They either voted against policies so that future generations would be hurt by them, or they would neglect their own kids so that they could enjoy life without even having the decency of being child-free. If you're child-free, the general assumption, and this would be an assumption made in the best faith possible, if you're child-free, you are child-free regardless of whether you chose or not. But usually it's because the choice was made that you do not want to have kids. And that is completely fine. Usually people are child-free because they recognize that children require a lot of work, a lot of care. And that is something that they themselves cannot provide. And that is incredibly mature of these people to recognize that. The boomer generation, apparently they thought that children were not only there to continue their line, their genetic line, their family line, so to speak, but also there to just feed the boomers' narcissism. Now, I want to clarify the word boomer here. Boomers are not just people born during this period, because there are some people born during what would be considered the boomer generation years. And they're perfectly decent people, and they want the world to be better around them. No, I'm talking about people who have this mentality of you need to work and slave for your employer and be glad for the scraps he gives you. You need to stay loyal to your job. Never mind that your job will not stay loyal to you and will probably get rid of you to get subpar help for less wages. Similar mentality to people against unions who say, well, unions are only for those who are lazy, without considering that people can get fired at any point by their employer for any reason, and unemployment takes so long to help them because the employer says, well, I was within my rights to fire you, and the employee is left trying to find another job and trying not to starve. People with that boomer mentality deserve to be worked to the bone. They don't deserve retirement. They lack empathy and compassion for those of us who are stuck in this world of their own making. I want to feature user Return of Seq, spelled S-E-Q, his comment down below. It has 2 awards. He writes a quote from John Adams: "I must study politics and war, that our sons may have liberty to study mathematics and philosophy. Our sons ought to study mathematics and philosophy, geography, natural history and naval architecture, navigation, commerce, and agriculture in order to give their children a right to study painting, poetry, music, architecture, statuary, tapestry, and porcelain." This comment has 11.3 thousand upvotes as of this recording. John Adams is a controversial figure for many, and for many reasons, honestly. But a lot of people forget that he had this quote, that he had this dream for his children and their children. He wanted a better world for his children. It was not for them to suffer and labor and toil because that's what he had to do growing up. No, it was to give back and to become better than his current generation. A lot of people miss that mentality, because that mentality is no longer present in most of the older generation today. And that is a tragedy. Thank you for watching. Please consider liking, subscribing to my channel, and commenting down below, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.